Hi everyone, Jasmine here and welcome to this week's frequently asked question. This week I am being asked what is inheritance tax planning and when might I need it? So I think let's take a step back first and answer the first part of the question, which is what actually is inheritance tax. So inheritance tax is the taxation that you pay when you pass away if you leave more than £325,000 in your estate as an individual. There are other allowances and things that you can claim to do with your main residence, but not everyone can claim them. So if you've got an estate value over 325,000, it's definitely worth taking some professional advice to see if you have an inheritance tax problem, and then to talk about ways in which you can plan to mitigate that inheritance tax bill. So a lot of people, I think, just assume that you have to pay this tax when you die, but actually it's a completely voluntary tax because there are plenty of planning options available to people that they can put things in place before they pass away so that they don't have to worry about paying inheritance tax on their estate when they die. There's loads of different ways in which you can mitigate inheritance tax. You can look at life insurance, you can make gifts of your wealth before you die. There are investments that are exempt from inheritance tax, and you can also look at the use of trusts. So that's just four of one of the sort of key ways in which you could maybe look to deal with this problem. In terms of when might you need inheritance tax planning? Well, the moment you know you've got a problem, the moment your estate value is over £325,000 as an individual, you're going to want to start looking proactively at inheritance tax planning, because none of us have a crystal ball. We don't know when we're going to pass away. So being proactive and understanding what your options are and what you can do to not have to pay that inheritance tax bill when you die is really key. And the other thing is about taking action sooner rather than later. Depending on what the ways in which and the options that you decide to use to deal with your inheritance tax problem, some of those solutions are instantly going to relieve your inheritance tax problem. Other solutions, for example, investments or trusts, can take anywhere between 7 years to 2 years to be effective and give you that exemption from inheritance tax. So we need to be healthy, we need to be fit, and we need to know that we're going to be able to survive that required length of time in order to make sure that that planning is successful and it allows us to make those inheritance tax savings. So as soon as you know you have a problem, definitely start taking some proactive advice as to how you can tackle that inheritance tax problem. So hopefully that answers the question for this week. What is inheritance tax planning and when do I need it? We cover this subject in a great more detail at our online webinars. So if you want any more information about inheritance tax, the allowances, and how you can put some planning in place to save yourself that 40% tax on death, check out our website and go watch one of our free webinars on wills, trusts and estate planning. Hope that helps. Have a great day.